A Wednesday afternoon, a wintry Wednesday. We're joined by Charlotte Helgeson for Campbell Corner. Hi, Charlotte. How are you?
I'm dressed very warmly.
You are indeed. So am I, my hoodie and all that good stuff. Well, things will change quickly. They say now upper 30s by Friday, maybe, and then 30s all next week. It gives me that summertime feeling when I hear these temperatures of 30 and no snow. And I think of some very nice days of June and July.
Roll out those lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer. Those days of soda and pretzels and beer. Roll out those lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer. Dust off the sun and moon and sing a song of cheer.
I'm sorry, that's when music was music, Charlotte. That was really I love that song. I think of summer. I think of blue skies, green grass, before mosquito season.
Right.
Picnics, the whole ball of wax.
Oh, yes, I was bopping over here.
Oh, yeah, good stuff. Anyway, welcome back to Pioneer 90.1.
Thank you.
And bearing with me in my moment of summer. Let's take a look at your menu here that you sent to me earlier this morning for Campbell Corner. Item number 1, Lego Club, Mondays at 4 p.m. How's that going?
It is going really well, and I want to mention that kids and adults, of course, can join that club and come and build whatever the theme is each month, and then we put the things on display. So come into the library, take a look around, see what we might have up. It might give you a really great idea for your next Lego project.
Number 2, care of library materials in the cold. Now, I'll try to anticipate what that means. That means that when you have colder weather and you have library material, take care of it. Am I close on that?
Right on the mark.
All right.
That was perfect.
Now, specifically, that would be what? Carry things in a plastic bag or what? No?
A plastic bag or any kind of a bag, so you don't drop them into snowbanks. We have had to remove snow quickly as they come in, and sometimes I think it happens on a way to someone's house.
Yeah.
Another thing is that they can get very cold if you've checked out books and let them sit in the car for a couple hours or sometimes a day.
Yeah.
And you take them out and you are so excited and you crack it open.
Really?
And that's not good on a book any more than a body.
Yeah.
You need to be gentle, let it warm up a little bit. Also with the audio books, if you're getting CDs or DVDs, make sure they warm up before you put them into the equipment.
Very good idea. But don't sit on them.
No. Warm or cold. Do not sit on them.
No. That's too easy to warm things up that way. But don't do that. You may break it.
That's right.
All right. Are we done with number 2 now? I think
Sure.
we are. Okay, number 3, AARP. The tax season begins tomorrow. And that begins at 1 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow?
It does. It's their long day. So they will be there through the supper hour into the evening, all closed up by 7:30. So you need to come in earlier than that so that your taxes will be complete.
Right.
The state of Minnesota is not sending out tax forms to public libraries. So it is much easier to let these people do it. We have a few federal forms, but they have a wonderful set of volunteers, people I haven't seen before. Some of the veterans are back again.
Okay.
So it's a good combination of people, and they've been training for weeks.
Now, the AARP stands for the American Association of Rowdy People. No. Retired people.
Yes.
How many years has this been going on, Charlotte?
As far as at the library, almost as soon as we opened, they came and used the facility for
the new
tax
one
preparation.
after the flood. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But they have been doing tax preparation in various areas for a very long time.
Nice service.
It's nice to have the help.
So don't be intimidated. Don't be scared. Bring it on in and get the help you need. That's tomorrow from 1 till 7:30 p.m. or whenever they're done tomorrow night. And is there a reservation required for that?
Nope. First come, first served.
Okay.
And make sure you have all of the information you need to do your taxes. A good idea is to look at what you had last year. Make sure you have all of that documentation because they will turn you around and say, come back another day if you don't have it.
It's a good spot to have this because the library, of course, is full of books, and there's an area where you walk in to sit to wait, right? In the
we'll put chairs out in the lobby. Yep.
The lobby area. And as you're waiting, you might as well read.
That's an excellent idea.
Get a book, bring a book, whatever.
Renew your library card.
There you go. Exactly right. Number 3. Wait a minute. Number 4.
Number 27.
That would be 4. You were typing fast this morning. We have 2 3s here. Number 4. Cold weather poetry. Now that'll warm your whatever, right?
Warm the cockles of your soul.
The cockles
of your
heart. Of your heart.
It's hard, isn't
Your
it?
toes, your heart, your soul, whatever.
Something along that line.
Yes, and this is warm stuff, huh?
Well, it is.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you're aware of the fact that February is Black History Month.
It certainly is.
And I have brought a book that's called Every Shut Eye Ain't Asleep. And it's an anthology of poetry by African Americans since 1945.
Okay.
I just think this book has absolutely some of the best poetry you can read and understand it. I would call it classical in some ways, but they use ordinary subjects.
It's effective that way.
Yes. So the first one I'm going to read is My Grandfather Walks in the Woods, and it's by Marilyn Nelson Waniek. And part of her education was in Minnesota.
Ooh.
So she does understand the cold. My grandfather walks in the woods. Somewhere in the light above the womb, black trees and white trees populate a world. It is a March landscape. The only birds around are small and black. What do they eat sitting in the birch? Just like warnings. The branches of the trees are black and white. Their race is winter. They thrive in cold. There is my grandfather walking among the trees. He does not notice his fingers are cold. His black felt hat covers his eyes. He's knocking on each tree, listening to their voices as they answer slowly, deep, deep from their roots. I am John, he says. Are you my father? They answer with voices like wind blowing away from him.
You paint a picture, you know that, don't you?
I think she has that perfect.
Yep.
I can picture it.
Well written and well delivered.
Thank you.
Do you have number 2 for us to pass along?
I do.
Okay.
This is called Those Winter Sundays. And this is by Robert Hayden.
Okay.
Sundays, too, my father got up early and put his clothes on in the blue-black cold. Then, with cracked hands that ached from labor in the weekday weather, made banked fires blaze. No one ever thanked him. I'd wake and hear the cold splintering, breaking. When the rooms were warm, he'd call. And slowly I would rise and dress, fearing the chronic angers of that house, speaking indifferently to him who had driven out the cold and polished my good shoes as well. What did I know? What did I know of love's austere and lonely offices?
Another nugget.
I'm going to have a hard time returning this book to the shelf. There are some wonderful poets in here.
And the book's name again is?
Every Shut Eye Ain't Asleep.
And it's at the Campbell Library.
That's right.
And it's available.
It is.
Stop on by and check it out. Wonderful. And to find out more about this fantastic facility known as Campbell,
they can call at 218-773-9121. They could go to the website at egflibrary.org, or they can come into about, maybe just over half of our parking lot right now with the snowbanks and come on in and visit. It's nice and warm in there.
Again, keep focused. About 40 maybe on Friday. Never know.
Okay.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Thank you.
Campbell Corner, Wednesdays at 3:05, right here on Pioneer 90.1.